Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Seth Rollins' recent shoulder injury might force WWE to pivot and make changes to some of the matches that the Visionary was supposed to participate in. As per the reports, Rollins suffered a shoulder injury during his match against Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel in Australia. Although WWE hasn't confirmed his injury and news of him undergoing surgery, there are significant reports that Seth Rollins will have to vacate the World Heavyweight Championship next week on Raw. Since he will be out for several months after the surgery, the creative team will also have to cancel some major matches that involve Seth. In this listicle, we will list 3 matches WWE might have to cancel with Seth Rollins. This is the first match that WWE might have to cancel, as Rollins might not be able to compete against CM Punk at Saturday night's main event on November 1 in Salt Lake City. There were reports that Seth will defend his title against Punk at SNME next month. For that, the straight-edge superstar had also won the No One Contenders match this week on Raw. However, right after winning this match, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker turned on Seth Rollins, thus kicking him out of the Vision. Later, several reports stated that the betrayal angle was played out to write off Rollins from television. There were rumors that Seth Rollins, along with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, were supposed to star in the War Games match next month, against the team of Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and the Usos. However, if that was true, WWE might have to cancel the match because Seth Rollins is no longer fit to compete. And secondly, the Bronze have turned on him. The entire Vision storyline might have to be rewritten along with the Survivor Series War Games match. Breaker and Reed might still participate in the match, but they will either be accompanied by a new leader or 3 more heel superstars from Raw and SmackDown. Seth Rollins vs Roman Reigns was another match rumored to take place at WrestleMania 42 next year. WWE had been teasing this clash for quite some time owing to the storied rivalry between the two superstars. At WrestleMania 42, the two legends could have clashed for the final time for the World Heavyweight Championship, with the big dog successfully winning the gold. However, the company might have to cancel this match, since Seth seemingly won't be fit to compete if he undergoes surgery. The recovery time for this shoulder injury is generally 6 to 9 months, and WrestleMania 42 is just 6 months away. It won't be possible for the Visionary to script his return by Mania. However, nothing has been made official by WWE, and since Seth has previously also faked his injury 2 months back, this time the fans aren't buying the story completely. All eyes will be on next week's episode of Raw, where Seth will give updates on his status as the World Heavyweight Champion. Mohammed Bilal is a trends writer for Sportskeeda Wrestling. He worked for Energy World, India Today, and Pinkfilla before joining Sportskeeda to pursue his passion for pro wrestling. He completed his diploma in English journalism from the Indian Institute of Mass Communication, New Delhi. He strives to report accurate and relevant information by cross-checking facts or rumors multiple times on various platforms and sites. Bilal has been a pro wrestling fan since childhood, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being his favorite wrestler. One of his first memories is of the Final Boss confronting Hulk Hogan in 2002, which got him hooked to pro wrestling. Bilal is amazed by The Rock's unmatched dedication to everything he does. However, if he ever got a chance to go back to the Attitude Era and manage someone, it would be Goldberg. When not watching or writing about pro wrestling, Bilal loves to read books on politics and international relations, and sometimes crime thrillers. WWE has reportedly canceled 3 major matches involving Seth Rollins, sending shockwaves through the wrestling world just days after his shocking betrayal on Raw. The Visionary, who has been one of the company's most consistent performers and top attractions, was expected to feature prominently in upcoming premium live events, but sources close to the situation have now revealed that WWE Creative has decided to pull the plug on several of his previously planned bouts. This sudden change has fans wondering what exactly is going on behind the scenes with Rollins' current storyline and whether it signals a major shift in WWE's creative direction. According to reports from multiple outlets, Rollins' upcoming match plans were scrapped due to ongoing storyline adjustments following his recent heel turn and a possible creative reshuffle heading into Survivor Series War Games. The company is said to be completely reworking his trajectory for the next several months, meaning that certain matches already penciled in for Rollins have now been put on hold or cancelled entirely. One of the most notable matches cancelled was said to involve a high-stakes showdown against Cody Rhodes. The two have a storied rivalry dating back to 2022, and WWE was reportedly considering revisiting it in late 2025 as part of a renewed storyline to keep both men active on television before WrestleMania season. However, with Rollins' shocking betrayal on Raw and his rumored alliance with Paul Heyman being teased, WWE appears to have pivoted away from that plan. Instead, Cody Rhodes is now rumored to be heading into a different feud, possibly involving Jey Uso, while Rollins' future direction remains uncertain but reportedly massive. Another cancelled match reportedly involved Seth Rollins facing Gunther in what was meant to be a champion versus champion showdown. WWE had internally discussed booking the match as part of a major televised event or even as a co-main event for Survivor Series. The bout would have seen the World Heavyweight Champion Rollins clash with the Intercontinental Champion, Gunther, delivering a dream match that fans had been demanding for months. Both men have built reputations for delivering show-stealing matches, and their potential face-off had wrestling purists excited. But sources suggest that WWE decided to delay the match to maximize its value for a later date, possibly WrestleMania or another major premium live event in early 2026. Officials reportedly believe that Rollins' current storyline needs to develop further before putting him in the ring with Gunther, as they want the match to carry greater emotional and narrative weight, rather than being a one-off encounter. The third cancelled match was allegedly planned for an episode of Monday Night Raw, where Rollins was set to face Drew McIntyre in a rematch following their previous battles earlier this year. McIntyre's recent heel turn and intense promos had fueled speculation that he and Rollins would reignite their rivalry, especially with both men claiming to be the rightful top star on Raw. WWE Creative reportedly had plans for the two to collide in a main event match that would lead to a pay-per-view rematch. However, those plans have now been shelved as WWE looks to rebuild Rollins' character following his shocking betrayal and possible alliance with a major name like Paul Heyman. Reports indicate that Creative feels the McIntyre match wouldn't fit the new narrative direction for Rollins, who may soon be part of a more elaborate storyline that stretches across both brands. The decision to cancel these three matches has understandably caused concern among fans, many of whom view Seth Rollins as the backbone of WWE's modern era. Rollins has carried the company through multiple transitions, often serving as the workhorse champion and a locker room leader. Removing him from several major matchups could indicate that WWE is either giving him time to recover from lingering injuries or setting him up for an even bigger return angle. Some insiders have speculated that WWE's decision to scrap Rollins' match plans might not be entirely creative-related. There have been whispers that Rollins has been working through pain for several months, particularly with issues related to his back and knees. While nothing has been confirmed officially, WWE is known to occasionally pull talent from matches to prevent overexertion or aggravating injuries before major shows like the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. That said, Rollins recently appeared on Raw looking healthy and active, so the move is more likely storyline-driven. Fans have pointed out that this sudden creative reset seems to align with Triple H's long-term booking approach. The chief content officer has been known to rework angles midstream if he believes there's a chance to build something even bigger. Given the buzz around Rollins' betrayal and the potential involvement of Paul Heyman, WWE could be preparing for one of its most shocking alliances in years. It's possible that canceling these matches is simply a way to build anticipation for something monumental, perhaps a new faction or a WrestleMania-level storyline involving Rollins, Heyman, and other top names. Social media has been ablaze with theories since the news broke. Some fans believe that WWE is saving Rollins for a blockbuster feud with Roman Reigns.